Hey guys, welcome to Mecharashi JP. So this is Rosemary and Dictator, her mech. Let's take a look at their kit and have a review while they are still in JP and we're waiting for them in Global. So we'll start off with her talent, guys. But before that, right off the bat, I'm telling you that she won't be replacing Eileen. If you think you're going to, you're going to be wasting your investment on Eileen, I don't think that will happen. She has a different role, kind of a different role, wherein Eileen would be different as well. Both of them will sometimes, I think, be in your teams. So again, let's start off with her talent. We do have Master. So when using a rocket damage skill, gain 1 stack of intelligence for each target hit, can stack up to 25 times. So if you upgrade her to A3, then you will gain rocket weight of minus 130, which you can bring a better quality of rocket versus your low quality, which has low damage. So intelligence is each stack increases ally damage by 0.8%, maximum 25 stacks, loses 1 stack at the start of the action. So for you to maintain or to increase to 25 stacks, you have to gain more than you are losing. We'll go to that in a bit because her kit is gonna be more interesting as we go along. So for her first skill, this is Blackout Bombs. So attack using rockets deals 0.25 times damage to all enemy parts within a 3 by radius or 3 by 3. Additionally, the target hit with attack will be put into a Spark 1 state, which is actually a fixed damage of 7% of the maximum HP. So in terms of her being similar to Rosa, I think this is the part wherein they are similar in terms of the fixed damage that she deals and also Eileen deals. Okay, so for the first skill, so skill operator 1, this one is a passive skill. At the start of the action, the number of stacks of intelligence is, if it's 1 or if it's 0 or less, it will not decrease. By the way, you won't be using this as much because it's possible that you can maintain high amounts of intelligence stacks. We'll go to that in a while. As for skill operator 2, this one is a command skill 1 AP, fully load rocket ammo, gain 2 more stacks of intelligence. This you will be needing, especially if your build is going to be a more conservative build. You won't be giving copies of her, or you won't be giving her a lot of bionic superconductors. You will definitely be needing this. For skill operator 3, this one is a command skill with 0 AP. This one is one of her core skills. So this is just going to be these are buffs. These are not attacks. The first one, if you start with this one is called offensive tactics. So this one gives a final damage of plus 20. So this one is going to be for 1 ally only, okay? But the AP cost of the skill is going to be 2 AP, which is actually the cheapest of the 3. As you go further, the other selection for this buff is going to be increased mobility, movement power plus 1. This, however, has a 3 AP cost. So from 2, this is 3. This also gives you a 3 intelligence stacks as you use this skill. So you can actually not only hit the opponent and gain intelligence stacks, you can actually use this buff, but take note that this skill has a 2-turn cooldown. For the third buff, which is an all-out attack, this is for all your allies in the field. So grants other allies. This doesn't include Rosemary. So this one grants a damage plus 25% and also grants 4 stacks of intelligence to Rosemary herself. But this one is at 4 AP. So for skill operator 4, this one is a passive. When attacking with a rocket, the attack range randomly grants 1 buff to each character. Probably a minor selection, but I wouldn't worry much about this one. For skill number 5, this one uses 2 ammo and attacks using rockets. This one is 4 AP. This one is what I usually use because even though it only deals a 0.25 damage to all enemy parts, but this is going to be a 5x5 grid, in which case when you hit more targets with her, you gain more intelligence stacks. So after attacking, grant 1 buff to all allies for 2 turns. This is very useful, and this is probably my primary skill that I use, aside from the basic skill that only costs 3 AP. For skill operator 6, this one is a passive skill. When ally has 20 or more stacks of intelligence, when ally is hit by an area attack, this is more of a defensive skill. Damage taken is reduced by 15%, and after the attack, ally randomly receives 2 buffs 2 turns. For skill number 7, this one is a command skill, 6 AP. This one I would doubt you would be using because this one is 2 AP 2 AP excessive in terms of cost, because this one has 6, so attacks using 2 rockets at the same time, dealing 2 by 0.15 times damage to all enemy parts within a 5x5 grid. For each target hit, grants all allies 1 stack of surprise attack. It has buffs that you might need, but again, the cost is heavy because Rosemary herself is very AP hungry in terms of her kit. So when you take a look at her Gamma Sector 1, let's take a look at level 1. Every turn after the first attack with a tactical weapon, activate second attack. Take note that the activation requires AP as well. So if you wanna activate the second attack, her lowest attack skill with her tactical missile with her rockets, it usually costs 3. So at least you would have 6 for you to trigger the second attack, but cannot move with this one, and the final damage is reduced by 3%, maximum of once per turn. This is a nice skill because this gives her the opportunity to generate more intelligence stacks, but again, she is very AP hungry. Level 2, maximum AP plus 1. Then at level 3, when auto reload is complete, AP plus 1. By the way, level 3, you won't be needing this as much because you could reload your rockets by yourself. You saw that one skill. At level 4, each turn, the first attack with a tactical weapon deals plus 4% damage up to 20% for every AP spent. This you will need. So for Gamma Sector 1, technically you need to go up to level 4. Then for level 5, this one is just activating movement points. And at level 6, when you have Bombing Rampage reattack, the final damage will not decrease. So Bombing Rampage or Bombing Dance is each turn after the first attack with a tactical weapon, activate the second attack. However, the final damage of the second attack is reduced by 30% and cannot be moved before the attack, and maximum once per turn. So for this, for Gamma Sector 1, I would suggest going up to level 4. For Gamma Sector 2, however, so we'll start with level 1. When deploying, gain additional 5 stacks of intelligence. So this one, you will start off at 5. Level 2, maximum AP is a plus 1. Then at level 3, when defeating a target, recover 1 AP up to 2 times per turn. Standard skill. At level 4, this is where it gets interesting. This helps you more with intelligence. So level 4 intelligence effect, increase ally damage by 1.2. Take note, 1.2 instead of 0.8%. Loses 2 stacks at the start of the action. However, it doubles. So instead of only losing 1, you would lose 2. So I would suggest that all of the things that you do, you should gain at least more than 2 either every buff or every attack. You should hit at least 3 targets so that you could gain more stacks. If you do only 2, definitely you'll only be maintaining the current number of intelligence stacks. You won't be growing it. At level 5, when intelligence is 20 or more stacks, this is where I think her her maximum potential is going to be. She's going to have an AP recovery or +1. So this is where you would want to go. V1 or sorry, not V1, Gamma Sector 1 up to level 4, Gamma Sector 2 up to level 5. Level 6, increase the limit of intelligence stacks to 35. I barely go to 35 considering that my build is a conservative build. I've invested 2 bionic superconductors on her, but again, it's rare that you go to 35, so I think level 6 is not really, it's optional basically. Increase the effect of intelligence on self by 75%. That is on self, okay, not on the other peeps that you have. So for our mech, we do have Dictator, and the first module is going to be Fire Weave Chips. So when attacking with a tactical weapon, damage is increased by 3% for each round in the magazine. Damage is increased by an additional 2%, maximum of +7%. This is at level 1. At level max, it's going to be a +15% damage when attacking with a tactical weapon, plus 5% additional damage for each round in the magazine. So this is where your backpack that gives you additional ammo comes in handy. That is surely gonna be your build, because if you have a small ammo capacity, you won't take advantage of the first module. And this mech is going to be very, very versatile in terms of other tacticians that can use this. This benefits any of your tacticians as long as you have a high ammo count in your magazine. For the second module, this is going to be bombing module. So when attacking with a command skill, damage is a +3%. At level max, it goes up to 18% damage caused by tactical weapons if the skill hits 3 or more enemies at the same time. One of the ammunition will be loaded after the attack. So it automatically reloads once you hit 3. So it complements your Fire Weave chips. And, again, if you build this mech right, especially for a rainbow, you're going to be reloading that ammo by yourself. Again, this mech is one of the best mechs in terms of tactician. So I hope you guys get this mech as soon as we have this in global. The last one is going to be this one is going to be damage reduction. So damage taken is a -3% at level 1. At level max, it's a 10% -10%. Sorry, it's a -10%. Okay, guys, so that is it for Rosemary's kit. I do hope that you comment in the comment section what you think. Again, both Rosemary and Eileen will be complementing each other. You will need it. You will need both eventually. This girl will give your team damage buffs, and but again, her kit is a bit AP hungry, so you'll have to live with that. So that is it, guys. Again, comment down in the comment section what do you think. Take care, stay safe. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.